Want a cute and easy way to style your hair in the mornings? If so, then I've got the perfect hairstyle for you. My personal favorite way to style my hair when I'm in a hurry is to braid it. So now I'd like to show you how to do a classic braid, a fishtail braid, and a mermaid braid. So let's begin. So the first thing you'll need to do is gather your materials. You'll need a brush, a few bobby pins, and a hair tie. Your materials, we'll start with the basics. Most of you already know how to do a normal braid, but for those of you who don't, let's start with that. So what you'll need to do first is brush out your hair to make sure there's no tangles. Next, take your hair and part it into 3 strands. You want to try to make these as equal as possible. Then you're going to take the first part and put it behind the second part, like that. Then you'll take this strand from the back and put it in the middle of those 2 strands. Then you'll take this one again and put it under this. And you'll take this one and put it under here. So it's kind of like you're just reversing it around. And just take them from both sides and continue to put them in the middle. And then, once you have that, you just tie it off at the end. And there you have your basic braid. You can play around with it or whatever. And if you need to, use a bobby pin to secure any loose places. So now that you have the basics, let's do a fishtail braid. So in this braid, you're going to start out by parting your hair into 2 parts, like so. Then, for the first step, you take a little section of hair from the front and put it over this hair into the back. Then you grab it right here, and now it's on this side. And then you're going to take a piece from the back and you're going to move it to the front. Over all this and move it to the front. So it's like you're switching off sides, one over the other. And then pull it really tight. We don't want this loose or it'll fall out. Then you're just going to continue to do this all the way down. This braid should be fuller than the last. So you take this strand, put it over that, bring it to the back. Take this strand, put it over, put it on this side. This one takes a little bit longer, but overall these are all hairstyles that you can do within 5 to 10 minutes. And then it should look like this as your final product. And once you're done, you take your hair tie and you're just going to tie it off at the end again. Then take your loose parts and pin them. You might need hairspray if you're having trouble keeping all the flyaways down, but this is a fishtail braid. So for the next braid, you're going to take your hair and part it into 2 parts, just like this. Except now you're going to leave a little piece in the middle. Just a small piece. And you're gonna take this one and go ahead and put a tie around it just to keep it separate from the other hair. And you're gonna do the same with the little piece in the middle. Okay, so now that you have that, you take the back piece and part that into 3 sections. Then you're just gonna braid as usual. Just do a normal braid. You're gonna go over in the middle, over in the middle, and then take this from the top section and use it to tie off at the bottom of this section. Now you're going to leave the middle section out still. You're going to do the same thing with this one. Part it into 3. Try to make the 3 parts equal. You're going to go over in the middle, over in the middle, and then you're going to take the one from the middle off and tie this one right here. Then you take the middle strand, and in order to connect the 2 braids, you're going to go in the middle right there. Put your index finger in the middle of the hole in your braid and take the middle strand and pull it through like that. Then you're going to go back behind this one. So once you have that, you can take these out at the bottom and just use one to tie it together. So yeah, it's an easy, quick way to do your hair in the morning. So those are just a few of the many types of braids that there are. You now know a few ways that you can do your hair in a hurry.